Nature is the ultimate sculptor. So everything that we do is just really a study and the observation of these natural patterns, and we try to integrate these natural patterns into the architectural work, exploring what the wood is already expressing and finding ways to integrate it into these community art spaces so that people can really appreciate nature and learn about the process that this wood goes through.
Jason Pfan's an interesting artist because he uses his spirit nest to connect both cultural elements and historic elements with natural elements and science.
I am a musician, a visual artist, an educator. I would say a conservationist, and my work is based with natural wood, and I create what I call Spirit Nest. The Spirit Nest is a interactive sculptural, architectural space, much like a bird builds a nest, although mine are large scale and sometimes as many as 4 stories high. It's a place for people to gather. It's a place for people to connect, and it's a community art experience. Here at Bärenheim, I'm creating a rather large installation. It's about 30,000, maybe 40,000 pounds of repurposed wood that normally would have been turned into firewood or been chipped and mulched or put in the dump, and have created a architectural, sculptural performance space, storytelling space.
Art engages people in ways that are different than science and education. It is one of the ways that we fulfill our mission of connecting people with nature.
But there's also a really neat statement that sometimes things that we think are garbage, like invasive species or driftwood, are really something that can be reused, recreated, repurposed, and connects us deeper to the world we live in.
Everything is hand-gathered and directly from nature. They're built rather unconventionally with unconventional materials. The wood that I'm using right now for the installation at Bärenheim is a combination of wood that I brought from California, which is eucalyptus wood, trees that naturally fell here in the property, the aromatic cedar, just incredible diversity of different kinds of wood. So all of these woods are woven into the structures, as well as the wood that has come down the river and down the Ohio River into Kentucky. And that wood has come as far as Pennsylvania.
This is just the stuff that accumulates every year. It gets deposited on the side of the river, and we gather it up and we use it a little bit more in a decorative way because it's less structural.
They are structurally engineered. A lot of times I have engineers come and inspect them, and in many cases I'm required to because it's public art.
So as you can see here, this structure is bolted together. So wherever any 2 branches are touching, they're bolted. And the way that I design and build these is that there is a kind of a weaving of interlocking shapes, and they're constantly crossing over each other in various directions, which is creating this matrix of strength throughout the entire structure.
We're going to have a beautiful handmade drum out of a tree trunk and an elk skin. Music is part of the human being, and so he likes to celebrate local people, music, indigenous people and music, and he draws all those into his projects.
So we found a beautiful piece of wood that was buried in a wood pile. As we got all the rotten wood out and we got down to the solid wood, it's a spalted maple, and it's just absolutely gorgeous wood, and it's been a wonderful process of building that drum here, and I'm excited to have it as part of the installation.
I've made well over 100 drums. Each of them have a unique sound, and that sound is a combination of the wood, the kind of skin you use, and the kind of tension that you create. Each drum is unique, and you really don't know what it's going to sound like until you make it, and especially with these one-of-a-kind pieces. And so by building a beautiful work of art with it, you're really honoring the life of this tree and creating something that can continue its life. And if I can create beautiful art that is a contribution to a community and culturally and artistically, that's a great feeling. I really enjoy that, and it's quite an honor.
Enjoy more Kentucky life. Subscribe now.